Okay, well look, thank you very, very much to our esteemed speakers. We also have a special guest, so Sarona, would you like to introduce yourself? A member of our Ministerial Advisory Group on Media. You can come to the front and address the audience.
Talofa lava, whaaftai, aulia maunei aso. My name is Sarona Iosefa, Samoan, born and bred in Christchurch. So that's why I was late, there's a lot of phone calls going around at the moment trying to find out whose friends and family and so forth were affected. My background is 18 years working at the Christchurch Press in the newspaper, and also working TVNZ for Tangata Pasifika, which is the program, sort of a magazine program that was eventually pushed out on its own. So I was invited to be part of the advisory group to the Minister of Broadcasting and Digital Media, Chris Whafoi. And basically we've been helping, I think the terms of reference for us when I came in was changed so that we were advising New Zealand On Air and Radio New Zealand and assisting them in preparing their budgets for the next budget that's coming up in May. And a lot of that also involved basically listening to groups and so forth, such as this, to hear about the issues they were facing and so forth. So I can reassure you that the Minister is just as concerned as everybody in this room about the disruption, the continued disruption that's happening from large bodies like Google and Amazon and so forth. And his concern is that if we don't do something now about our public media, we may turn around in 10 years' time and there's nothing to fix. So he's basically working on that, and hopefully you'll hear more when the budget comes out, basically, as to some of that thinking. That's it in a nutshell at the moment. And I think what I brought to the table is that from my lens, from the Pacifica point of view, our people are heavy users of social media platforms, not so much of Radio New Zealand. So my concern is that Radio New Zealand is definitely where public media is, but with the digital challenges that are coming up, and a lot of the younger people are watching and using other platforms, what does that mean for our public media? So my concern is rangatahi and so forth. They're listening to all this crap that's coming from overseas. And as you'll see from what happened in Christchurch, that immediately it all went out. And because I travelled to Turkey last year, so I had a Turkish news feed, and immediately that video was available and was going out full blast to one of the biggest Muslim populations in the world. So is that what we wanted?
And that's what he wanted.
Yeah, these are the challenges for us. So I'm just saying today that the Minister is just as concerned, but there's obviously a limited pot of money, but they're also looking at the likes of what you were saying, how can we get money out of these big players in order to feed back into building up our public media. So I'd like to say that we're in that same waka, and we're trying to look for solutions as well with the help of groups like this. So definitely when the Minister makes his decision on what path he's taking, then it'll be conversations like this that we'll want to have and really get to the root of how we can do it that's unique. Because I also think it's not bad news that there's a unique opportunity for New Zealand to be a stand-out in its own right, just because of our diversity and so forth. We've got a really amazing offering for all the people that will be sitting around the table. So But what does that mean for Māori television? We don't know. What does that mean for Pasifika? What does that mean for language, te reo, and all the Pacific languages? I'm not sure. So those are all the conversations that need to be had, and the government is open to have those conversations.
Thank you very, very much, especially since this was an impromptu presentation.